All right, this is a video recap of how we do simple live streaming in 360 with the Theta S onto YouTube. All right, first component is, here's the Theta S, which I have mounted, and I have to have an extender here in order to have the mini USB connector to the camera. So now to turn on live streaming on this, you got to push the top and the bottom buttons together, which I'll set this down for a second. Push them together and hold, and you will see on the front of it, you'll see live. If it doesn't work, you turn it off and just try the top and the bottom buttons again. The little flashing card means that I'm close to full on the memory of the camera, but we're not shooting anything that's going to be stored on the camera, so don't worry about that. All right, so now we've got a connection through USB. We might try HDMI in the future, but this is USB, and what I'm going to do is plug it into our handy dandy awesome laptop. And now I'm going to launch the encoder. The encoder is OBS. It's this application right here. So I'm going to launch OBS. And OBS should also already have a scene created. If not, we just create one, call it 360 Live Test. And I have a source called Theta. This is Theta 2 because it's I've tried a few different things. And let's take a look at Theta 2. I'm going to double click on it. And now it's showing you the actual exploded view of what the camera is currently looking at, which is good. The device always has to be this Theta UVC blender. What that does is blend both sides of the camera because there's two lenses, one lens, two lens. It automatically stitches and blends that. And that is okay. And now this, I've already adjusted such that it is extended to the top and the bottom, and there's no black space either direction. I'll show you, if I right click on this image, I do right click, and I go to transform. I've already done stretch to screen, and then I have also gone to edit transform, and I have incremented the cropping to 40 pixels on the top and the bottom, because there was a black line on the top and the bottom, and when that wraps, then you get a black hole at the top and the bottom of your video. So this is already preset and good to go. So you would just look at that, say that that's okay. Let me show you the other settings. Oh, here's the mic. If we need to boost the mic, looks like you can't boost it. You can certainly make it lower, and probably put some filters on it if you want to. So here are the settings. Here's the other important thing to take a look at. So the stream, we'll come back to the stream. Actually, we'll come back to this stuff in a second. Because now, once we have this, the computer is able to see what's going on here. So let's go to YouTube and start our stuff. So I'm going to go to, let me go out of this. So Creator Studio. So we go to live streaming. Do not do Stream Now Beta. That does not allow you to do 360. So click on Events. We don't have an event. So let's do New Live Event. And you have to have a title. So we'll call this Yoga 2. But it should be a very nice, friendly one. And the description, you can say a scheduled time when it starts, but you can always make it go sooner. Public, we can change this to unlisted if we want to do some private stuff. or unlisted if we only want to share it to people we know. So put in a title, go to advanced settings, scroll down, and here's a little box here. It says 360 video. You have to click this and then say create event. Okay, so now we can add cameras, and we only have one camera. So let's go, and we want to do custom integration and select a stream. And oh, look, there's already a stream there. So I think we're going to create a new stream. No, I guess that's not what we're doing. Custom integration. We want to select other encoder. Oh, theta stream. Where did I create theta stream? Encoder. You want to select other encoders, and then it'll give you a stream name. It generates this, and we need this for our encoder. And so what we do is we copy this. I'm going to copy the stream name. And let's go ahead and save changes. And we'll go back to OBS. Let's go to settings. Now we go to stream. The streaming service is YouTube, clearly. Oh, I can do Facebook Live. I didn't think about that. And the stream key, we'll just go ahead and paste the stream key that we copied. Now let's take a look at the output. Right now, the output video bit rate is 10,000. That's pretty high, but I don't think it's a problem so far. If the computer's overworking, then we'd have to drop this down. Audio, it's coming from auxiliary mic right now on the camera, which is okay. And video, this is the area that gets tricky. The output scaled resolution, it has some predetermined values. And the best, what I really want is 1920 by 1080, but I can't get that. I can either get something by 1080 or 1920 by this. So I'm choosing like the higher resolution. You're going to get some, some complaints, but I think it'll be all right. So, okay. And then we're ready to go, and we now click Start Streaming. Now this is going to start requiring lots of processing power on the computer. The computer's going to start complaining, the fan's going to turn on. So the stream is starting, and if we go now to YouTube, to our live control room, we will now hopefully see some information. There we go. It says good. Health is good. It can see that because we've pasted in that for information. You know what? For info and settings, I'm going to make this not public. I'm going to make this unlisted. Save those changes because this is a test. Let's go back to the live control room. So the fan is starting to whir on the computer already. All right, system stream, good. That's fantastic. So what I like to do now is, there's all these other things you can do. Highlights, look at the public view. Now we can send some broadcast alerts. The next step really is to preview. Are you sure you want to preview? Yes, I want to preview. And so now it's thinking. Just gotta wait for a little bit. Okay. And now I have this box checked, which is sync to preview player. And now, here's the preview player. I'm going to click play, and here is what I am going to see in YouTube, which is awesome. Look, there I am. And so I can And look, no black hole at the top or black hole at the bottom. It's all looking really good. And so now at this point, we can actually say start streaming, and that goes live. But before you do that, you want to make sure that your info and settings are good. Might be a chance to finish doing some of these things. So let's see, cards. I don't think we need to do cards. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That's more advanced stuff. We'll do that later. Okay, so start streaming. Here we go. Please start the Please start the preview. Okay, started preview. Start streaming. Are you sure you want to start streaming the live event? Yes. Your event is starting. You're live. All right, it is now successfully working. And here is, we're at the live control room. The stream status, this thing will be either okay, good, or bad. Sometimes it decides to hiccup on you and say bad, and it doesn't like the resolution. See, the current resolution is 1920 by 1200, which is not optimal. Well, suck it. I can't get it to 920 by 1080. I'll have to figure out how to do that later. So it's going. It's working. You'll see a delay, maybe about 10 seconds. It's important that you turn the sound off, the speaker off on the laptop, so you don't get feedback. And then what I like to do is keep my OBS window up, because this is, if there's something goes wrong, if this goes blank, then you know that there's a problem between the camera and the computer. If this is going and YouTube freezes up, then you know there's a problem between your encoder and YouTube. So I like keeping both of these up and monitoring here. And then you can also click on analytics while this is going to see concurrent viewers and playbacks. So, all right, so that's you do it. And then when you're done, click stop streaming. And you're all done. So the YouTube stream has stopped. And I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to go ahead and pause that. Next thing to do is come back, work backwards, and click here, stop streaming. Don't forget to do this, because this is what really eats up the CPU on the computer. So stop streaming. And once that's stopped, you can go ahead and exit. And then turn off the camera. Blink. That's how you do it.